Welcome again to another episode of Urban Voice, where we have one on one interviews with people, one on one dialogue with people all across the country to talk about real issues that people, everyday people, that is, really do go through and have gone through. And today we have Kimberly from Flint, Michigan. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
We got Kimberly from Flint, Michigan. And, I remember back then, this is a privilege to talk with you because it's been some time. I think 2024 has made it 10 years as of 2024 since the initial water crisis of Flint, Michigan. And you were there during that time.
Yes. Yes, I was. And it was an eye opener to say the least.
Yes, yes, and so it's a privilege to talk with you today, Kimberly, because to speak with somebody who really lived there and has survived the time. Just want to go back. Make sure that what happened there has not been forgotten, and it's always good. As we remember our history, so that we can make different decisions or make the future as great as it can be. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Always.
Yeah, definitely. So tell me from your experience, what is what was the Flint water crisis? What was it for those who don't know?
Flint water crisis, in layman's terms, was corruption. Um, if
Okay.
you were born and raised in Flint, you knew that the Flint River was nothing that we drank out of, nothing that I mean, it was just something to look at. We knew not to drink out
Okay.
of it. We knew not to do any of that. And then when well, let's go back because before that, kind of like how, sorry for Trump supporters, but kind of like Trump is doing now with ICE. Oh, these
I
cities
got
are
you.
so
Hey, you
dangerous.
can keep it real on Urban
Okay.
Voice. Just so you know.
I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but like he has ICE in cities and saying that the cities are so corrupt. That's how it started in Flint. Okay. Originally, oh, Flint is in dire need of a financial manager. Flint
Ah,
always had money. So they publicized it as if we needed help. Who was the
this is
help? The
before the
help.
water crisis.
This is before the water crisis, maybe 2 or 3 years before the water crisis. Okay. So
Copy.
they stated that we were in dire need and we needed an emergency financial consultant, planner, whatever you wanted to call him. So they brought two people in, and to my
Yes.
great councilman, Eric Mays, he said, we don't need this. This is corrupt. They're trying to do something. We don't know what they're trying to do, but it's not right. We don't need this. So we voted. And then the vote was that we didn't want a financial advisor, but they said it was an
Okay.
emergency, that we were in such dire need that we didn't have a vote. So some of the rumors
Now
back
for
then
those
was like,
who
mhm,
no, I'm sorry,
go
but
ahead.
for those who don't know, the demographic of Flint, Michigan, is consists of primarily who?
Oh, African Americans. Yes. Black
Okay,
people.
got it.
Mm-hmm.
Continue. Yeah.
Yep. So we were such in dire need that our vote didn't count. So the governor
Wow.
brought in an emergency manager, and he made all these decisions, and he thought it would be cheaper if we was on our own water source. For years, I mean, I'm 47, and for all the time that I've known, we've pulled our water from Detroit. So
Okay.
they thought it would be
What is
cheaper
that?
if
Yeah, I forget what's that body of
I
water
don't
called? The one that's up there by the church.
I don't know the Great Lakes, but how they bring the
Yeah, yeah,
water
yeah.
in, we got our
Mm-hmm.
water source from Detroit. So they thought it would be
Okay.
cheaper if we started our own water source from the Flint River. Again, like I say, if you were born and
Okay.
raised here, you know we don't we don't drink Flint River water. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
something
Basic math.
basic math, common sense. But like my best friend's mom used to say, common sense ain't common. So there we have
Okay.
it. But okay, so at that time they were saying, oh, we needed this. The residents, us, we were saying, no, we don't. We want it the way it was before. They changed it anyway. And then things started happening. People started getting sick. Um, so the one guy that worked at the Flint Water Department, he said it's corroding the
Yes.
pipes. So he was a quote
Okay.
unquote whistleblower. He's no longer
Yeah.
with us. He has passed away. He was quote unquote sick and he
Mhm.
passed away a few years after
Yeah.
he stated that the pipes were corroding.
And
So you
so
do the
let me
math
get
on
this
that.
straight. And I'm trying to process it right now. And my
Hmm.
math, as they say, my math is not mathing, because what we seem to find here already in the story is that the water crisis, the speculation is it may have been a premeditated act. Was that basically what we're saying? Because effectively, what I'm hearing, and I'm hearing this from you for the first time, no rehearsal. The thing is, before the water crisis, the people, the government of Flint, Michigan, primarily African American, the first thing that was done, they demonized the people, basically,
They
right?
took our votes
The
away.
people were
Hmm.
they were demonized. Your votes were taken away. You were deemed incapable of self management. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay, so the
correct.
landscape is that you guys need help, so that whatever solution comes is going to be, well, it came by force, but to try to make it seem as though that decision was the right decision, even though it was against the will of the people.
Of the people, correct.
Yeah.
So when you hear
Okay, so
people say,
that
"Oh,
that
well, you guys
mhm.
voted for this," no, we didn't. Our vote didn't count.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and see, that's so what I'm hearing. So so we have a situation where your water was fine, predominantly African American community. A change comes in the leadership, and the first thing they do to reach all of the people is change the water supply. Well, one of the things they
Correct.
did. Okay, yeah, continue.
This
So
is
the
my theory,
whistleblower, he's no
quote
longer
unquote,
here.
my theory. Hmm.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah. This is what
they switched
happened.
the water. Um, the pipes are corroding at the water department. General Motors now says put us back on the Detroit water because they're messing up the parts. The water is messing up the parts for the vehicles. So
Yeah.
General Motors was switched back to the Detroit water. Flint residents were not. So if General
You're
Motors had a
saying
case, mhm.
mm,
So
a
if General
vehicle
Motors had a
gets
good enough
fresh
case,
water. Hmm.
yep,
They had a good
yep,
enough case where they could get it, but the residents didn't. I'm sorry for interrupting. This is just blowing my mind.
yeah. So it had a good enough case to switch them back to the Detroit water, but Flint residents were not. So if it is
Okay.
messing up the pipes at the water department, and this, you know what pipes are made of. So how
Metal.
disgusting is this water? How
Yeah.
poisonous is this water if we are to if it's destroying pipes and it's destroying the metal that our cars are made of out of? So
Yes.
then it was a trickle down effect. So then the hospitals, they're switched back. Residents are not.
Wow.
So
Wow.
now
So who
people
knew
are,
during these
go
switches?
ahead.
Who's knowing? What leadership is
Oh,
aware of General Motors was switched back? Hospitals was switched back. The leadership knew.
the leadership, the mayor, the councilmen, the the governor, and it
Yeah.
wasn't Whitmer at the time. I can't remember his name. I have to look it up, but I it wasn't Gritch. It wasn't Big Gritch at the time. But
Yes.
yeah, all of them knew. And our current mayor, He voted for it. He voted for the switch. He was one of those that voted for the switch. So now
Wow.
people are getting sick. Um People are our water was brown, and it was
Wow.
coming out in a different like the flow of the water was different. It was I, I can't
Like
describe
texture of
it.
it?
Yeah, yeah, the texture of it was different, and it was brown, and it was
Yeah.
we were still
Like the
required to pay our
consistency of
water
it. It wasn't
bills.
like straight, it
Exact.
wasn't even straight water.
Right. It was clearly something in the water. Not to sound,
Mm-hmm.
it was clearly
Yucky.
something in the water.
Yeah.
So, um, going through that, oh, boil it. So they're giving all of these measures, boil your water and things of that nature. And now, people are having leaks in their basement, and because the pipes are messing up because this water is so
Yes.
poisonous.
Yes.
So, now we're fighting now. And then at the time, my pastor, Reginald Flynn, about the water,
Yes.
indicated that we shouldn't pay our water bill, we shouldn't. So he was fighting for us, and
Yes.
he was arrested. And
Really?
just yeah, he was arrested because he
Just for
protested down
advocacy?
at the city. Well, he was protesting at the water department downtown, and I guess
Okay.
he wasn't supposed to be in the building, or but yeah.
Made
So
up
we had a
something.
lot of
Something
people
was, so
fighting
he was
for it.
accused of
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that happened, and we're just now 2026 getting financial restitution, which is not is still a loss because we're not getting all that we're deserved, that we're entitled to.